What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the cash app's at the top right corner of the video. But let's get into it, man, because we got to discuss these cryptic tweets that came from Ab-Soul. Yes, sir. The boat, the best of all time, Ab-Soul, has actually came out with the cryptic message for us. Now, to read the message as it is, it says, "Listen, I have never gotten a FT from Free. Shaking my effing head. I just shed a tear. Dead Homies, Super Bowl history, PG Lang, Top Dog Entertainment." Very cryptic here, very cryptic. FT, what does it mean? Does it mean feature? Does it mean FaceTime? Does it mean free time? But it looks like, from what I could guess, and it's so funny because of how cryptic Ab-Soul is, people already try to break this down. Like, they're breaking down Ab-Soul's tweets like they break down his music on Rap Genius, bro. Like, this is how lyrical Ab-Soul is, bro. Check it out. So like I said, bro, people are very curious. What do you mean by that? Why do you mention Free? Why do you mention Super Bowl? And why do you mention FT? Well, it turns out we got so many people ready to break this down. Some guy right here, he said, translation, Dave Free has never contacted me via FaceTime. Therefore, I am emphasizing the importance of this recent call. I also cried on this recent call. I assure the truthfulness of this account by collateralizing the reputation of my deceased loved ones. He got invited. He got invited to the Super Bowl. Dave Free invited Ab-Soul to the Super Bowl. Now, how and which way did Dave Free invite Ab-Soul? We know that Ab-Soul is TDE. We know that he's Black Hippy. He been rocking with Kendrick. Kendrick shouted him out in the Heart Part 6 off the GNX album. That's a very, very important thing as well. But also what's very important is Dave Free and where he's been at the past few days. Now, remember, Top Dog had shared a photo of him and Dave Free. Just remember where Dave Free was at just a few days ago. Just remember what Top Dog had posted a few days ago when he posted a picture of him and Dave Free, where it appears that they're at the production site of the Super Bowl halftime performance. This is confirmation that we will at least see Ab-Soul at the Super Bowl. Allegedly. We'll keep it alleged, man. But this is what it's looking like from the clues that we're receiving here. And it seems like even though the message is cryptic, it feels like viewers of the audience are able to determine that this might be the outcome of this tweet right here. Now, I do respect it because the Super Bowl reference in the tweet that Ab-Soul had shared just emphasizes that this tweet is in regards to Dave Free, a phone call. Now, like I said, FT could mean a lot of things. Now, it's not confirmed nor denied, but I really do feel like the individual who retweeted this and quoted this, I do believe that this is the case. He got invited, and one member of Black Hippy is going to be at the Super Bowl in attendance. Now, I'm curious to know or find out, is the rest of Black Hippy invited? And how did Dave Free invite them? Dave Free is right here doing the production for the Super Bowl halftime show, and him inviting Ab-Soul, I doubt that he's going to invite him as a fan or as a viewer in the stands. I feel like, at the very least, he's inviting him behind the scenes, or at least to participate in what could be the Super Bowl halftime performance, as well as the other Black Hippy members. Now, this is the only thing that's been said as far as Black Hippy members going as far as Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, and J-Rock. But we know that Schoolboy Q is a football fan. If I'm correct, he's a Niners fan, so I know he's really into football as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he was already going to the Super Bowl, and I'm wondering if he's left any messages or clues in regards to this. So far, just by checking their X accounts, such as the same as Ab-Soul when he posted on X, it looks like they haven't really shared anything either. The last thing they tweeted about was when GNX had came out. And that was basically it. Schoolboy Q had posted a similar text. GNX typed it in, went viral around the time that GNX had came out. And that's really been it, man. That's really been the case for this in this situation. Unfortunately, we haven't really seen any more clues about Black Hippy and any information if they will be in attendance at the Super Bowl and how they will be. But this right here is the first clue. This right here, I feel like Ab-Soul dropped a crazy gem about TDE, Black Hippy at the Super Bowl, and how it's going to go down for Black Hippy, at least for his perspective. And if Dave Free contacted Absol and Absol was going to the Super Bowl, I can't help but to think that the rest of Black Hippy is going. And because we've seen Dave Free here in the background in the last few days at the production site, I wouldn't doubt that we'll see Black Hippy on TV at the Super Bowl. Yeah, man. I'll put my money on that, bro, for sure. I really would, honestly, bro, because just looking at how it would be, I would doubt that Dave Free's just giving Absol, a TDE member, some tickets. He at least got to be behind the scenes, or even the better option, we might see Black Hippy on stage. But what do you think, man? We'll keep it a legend for right now, but do you really feel like this might be the case? And what's important is that we have to remember GNX and the songs that came out in GNX. We like to talk about TV Off, we like to talk about Hey Now, Squabble Up, but one of my favorite tracks on here is The Heart Part 6, whether it comes to the sample they use or the fact that Kendrick Lamar was referencing his crewmates throughout the whole entire song, whether it's talking about Dave Free, J-Rock, and Absol. And Absol was definitely one person that he mentioned at the very beginning of the verse when he said Absol in the corner, mumbling raps, fumbling packs of Black and Miles, crumbling kush till he cracked a smile. His words legendary, wishing I could rhyme like him, study his style to define my pen. Shout out to Gloria. But yeah, bro, big upping Absol, shouting out Absol, J-Rock right here on the next verse. This was back then. Only goal was to get J-Rock through the dough, and this is when J-Rock was the first person to be signed. He talks about that story. In that situation, they thought they had made it when he made it, whatever the case may be. And then also talking about Schoolboy Q when he was homeless and he left home, things like that, mixed by Ali, Dave Free, talking about everybody, bro. And I feel like one of the biggest monumental moments was to make this song and still call it The Heart Part 6 after Drake had named his song The Heart Part 6 during the diss tracks going back and forth. It's also a very big moment in this album because of the name, the Heart series, and letting people know that these are the people that I rocked with my whole entire career, my whole entire life. And we think about the songs like TV Off, and we think about the songs like Squabble Up and which songs will be played at the Super Bowl. But for a minute, it never really even crossed my mind that what if he played The Heart Part 6? What if he ended the performance with The Heart Part 6? Or in a way brought Black Hippy, Dave Free, everybody from TDE that he came up with, PG Lang, all that. What if he brought them on the stage for just a moment in time during this 15-minute performance? Is it possible? I think it can be done if it's placed and proper in the right way. Absol and everybody else was able to make an appearance at the pop-out, so it wouldn't be hard if they were able to throw them in there at least for a minute. But as far as I'm concerned, it looks like it might be possible to see Black Hippy at the Super Bowl. However they are there at the Super Bowl, it's up in the air right now. But you could tell me your opinion in the comments. You could tell me how you feel about this. Let me know how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.